Patrick, can you see?
He's scared. What do we do if he catches it?
This is the aftermath of the mouse hunt. That's where we were trying to catch the mouse, but then the mouse ran underneath these cabinets right into there. So we moved out the dishwasher and Patrick went in there and dragged that mouse out. What is happening? Oh, I think there's a cat underneath there now. But yeah, Patrick just went in, caught the mouse and dragged it out. But then he didn't know what to do with it, so he just let it go. But then we caught it in a box, so it's all good. But what a morning. This is our bedroom. It's the first room that we want to renovate, and I'm really excited about it because it's been really dark in the evenings lately and I've been just watching TV and I've been eating snacks. I'm really excited to have something to do in the evenings because the whole summer I was just going outside and clearing out the garden, working on the outdoor projects. But now I've had this period when I just didn't know what to do with myself, and I just thought that, you know what, it's time to start working on the indoor projects. So we moved out of our bedroom. We'll start renovating it. The plan for this room is we want to remove the wallpaper. We'll see how torturous it is because whenever I watch any videos about how to remove the wallpaper, people in the comments usually just recommend to forget about removing the wallpaper and just, you know, putting a plasterboard on top of the old wallpaper. So we'll see how horrible it is to remove this wallpaper. Then we want to replace the floors, so we'll rip these floors out and we'll see what's underneath so that we know how we need to install the new floors. It's so echoey in this room, my ears hurt. Wow! So look, the water. Oh, this one wasn't even nailed in.
Did you break through?
Gosh, just ripping out all the stuff was like taking the whole evening. I think we'll just not steam today. Oh, I guess we decided that we're not going to steam. Oh. Only one screw. Yeah. Okay, nice and messy in here. So we ripped as much as we could, removed the window frames, removed the radiators, removed a bit of wallpaper to see what's the situation here, and it is not good. So we were thinking, initially we were thinking of making this plasterboard as even as possible so that we can paint it. We're not big fans of wallpaper, and our cats just ruin whatever wallpaper they can find. It's not an option for us, so it means we need either to put a new plasterboard on top of it, or we just had this amazing idea that will make this room look slightly more cabiny, which I love. We will do wood paneling. I don't want to put an extra plasterboard layer on top of it. If we are putting anything on top of it here, let's make it wood. And of course, we can paint the wood. We will stick to the same colors that we initially thought about, but instead of the plasterboard and paint, we will have wood paneling and paint. I think this will make our lives so much easier, and I think it will look good. I'm here again and I'm ready to continue building this Crawlspace door. I got some proper screws this time, so hopefully I can screw this frame into the foundation. These are not the wood drills. Wow, let me tell you, it is flush to the wall. That's amazing. But how am I going to take these out? Gosh. I think I'll just use extra screws to make it flush. The situation is pretty bad. This screw got stuck in there and it doesn't go in or out. These old screws, I can't get them out. This is not as flush as it could be. And this is the first screw that just worked. I don't understand. And this is the first screw from last weekend. So I managed to make the first screws work perfectly, and then the rest. I mean, I've made so many holes that it's embarrassing. Nothing is working. All my drills are overheating. It's absolutely terrible. I think I'm parking this project for a bit. Let me tell you what happened in the past 2 hours. After that screw mishap, I was really deflated, and I really thought that I don't want to continue working on this project anymore. Even after getting the right screws and the right bits, and everything seemed to be fine. I just couldn't get those screws into the wall. Even when I was trying to figure out what was wrong, I just couldn't. I was kind of really upset, and I started tidying up all my stuff, putting everything back into the storage. And then Axel came here and he started asking about my project. I started crying. He helped me. He removed that screw that was just hanging here. We worked out somehow how to screw those screws into the wall. So what I was doing wrong was that I was nailing that expansion plastic, the blue thing right here, into the wood, while I was supposed to do it straight into the concrete and then only put the plank over that hole in the concrete with this plastic bit, and only then put the screw in. So now it's really flush, it's really nice. And also I got rid of this frame. The double frame idea didn't work out, because if I had to screw these both frames in, they were just not in the right places in the foundation, because it has a bit of a gap between the two bricks. I was drilling basically into that gap, which was a bad idea. I don't know if any of this makes sense. After getting upset and after crying loads, then I had some lunch and I actually got angry. I went back to my wood stack in the carport. I picked up the biggest plank I could and I drilled it into the bottom of this hole. It's so sturdy, it's so good. I mean, I don't know, it's not what I've seen online, how people did, but I just basically drilled individual planks into the sides of the hole, and without pre-building it, the frame is in. I've worked on this project for 3 weekends, cutting the pieces, trying to drill the foundation, and now, after going through all these emotions, having some food and getting really angry, I managed to get this done. I feel exhausted. Honestly, this project has not been going well at all, but this is good. This is good. Gosh, what a day. Look at those screws that I learned to sink in. Wow. All these screws are just beautiful. I can't believe this project is over. Yesterday, I honestly went to hell and back. You know, when I thought that the foundation was a really hard and frustrating job, this was way more frustrating. So today I put the finishing touches here. Now there's a threshold here and here so that if I close the door it doesn't go too far, and also there's no gap here anymore, at least visible gap. There is a gap obviously, but so it's all looking good. I'm very proud of it. What a journey.